Safety is really something that we live. It's at the forefront of everything we do, every decision that's made. It's always to do the right thing and provide a safe work environment.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the PACRIM podcast. I'm thrilled to talk about a topic that's near and dear to all of our hearts, and that is safety. For anyone who has been with the company for any amount of time, they know that safety is our top priority. There's nothing we won't do to create a safe work environment. We provide the training, the tools, the supervision, the resources, and empower every one of our employees to make safe choices. Safety has become a value to me over my career, but one of my own life experiences really solidified that when I reflect back on it. When I was an apprentice, I started with the company as a plumber's apprentice, and I did a variety of different things. Jeff, you mentioned how one of the cool things about PACRIM is being in the field. You can transfer to different departments and do different things. And I was working with the pipe fitting group, even though I was a plumber, and I was out at the Hilton in Mission Bay when it was remodeled, just to age myself. So you guys, that was a long time ago that place was remodeled. And I was there in the central plant, and we were testing. I was working with Kurt Campbell and George Thompson. And when we were testing, there was a valve above a chiller that needed to be opened so we could flood the chiller with water. And the system was under test. There was a differential pressure between the chiller and the pipe above. And I went to open the valve to flood the chiller. And as I did that, there happened to be a Vicolette sitting right at eye level. I didn't have my safety glasses on. And as soon as I cracked the valve, this Vicolette launched into my eye, like just knocked me over. And as that happened, obviously I was rushed to the hospital, and in the hospital, Rick Nail, our safety director at the time, showed up and cared for me, and did what the company does, and that's care for our employees in a special way. And I was very fortunate not to lose my eye. And I just reflect back on that incident, that how dangerous our work can be. What had happened is with a Vicolette, you need to cut a circular hole of a certain size to allow the hook in the Vicolette to fit in so you can tighten it properly. And for whatever reason, somebody happened to cut a square hole. Maybe they didn't know how the Vicolette worked, and because this thing was holding on by a thread, it let loose and hit me in the eye. I didn't have to have surgery. I had a real black and blue, and I was, another inch over. I very well could have lost my eye. And I always reflect back on that experience when I think about the dangers that our field crew encounter. And I think about, what can we do? I always want to know, what more can we do to create a safer environment for our people and keep them out of harm's way? So I'm really thrilled today to be joined by our new safety director, Jeff O'Brien. Welcome, Jeff.
Good morning, John.
And not only a tenured and outstanding candidate, but also the tallest safety director in Southern California. Jeff, welcome to the program. First, how tall are you?
I'm 6'10", John.
Wow, that is really tall, especially coming from me. I guess out on job sites, sometimes you don't need to use a ladder, and maybe even you don't need a scissor lift where I might sometime.
That is true. I have to duck to go through a doorway.
That's great. Well, today we're going to talk about our mission, the mind meld, the executive safety walks, the Standdowns, the toolbox tax, the lagging indicators, the leading indicators, and all the things we do to make safety so important and something we never lose sight of in our company. Let's get started, Jeff. Tell us about yourself. You've been with the company for, is it 10 years now? Is that right?
Yep.
Awesome. Tell us where you grew up, how you found PACRIM.
I grew up here in San Diego, in East County. I attended the Associated Builders and Contractors apprenticeship program. In the class, one of the teachers had been a longtime PACRIM employee, and he always talked about what a great place it was. So after journeying out of the program, was looking for a new job, and I decided to put my application in.
Can I ask who the instructor was?
Dale. I don't remember Dale's last name. I tried to think of it last night.
Kilgore, was it?
There we go.
Dale Kilgore?
Yes.
Yeah. He was a longtime PACRIM employee, and I know Teach, you're a great employee for a long time.
Yeah.
Cool. So what drew you to Pac Rim and what kept you here?
Well, at the time I had worked for a company that was going to send me out of town. My wife was pregnant with our first child.
Wow.
I knew that at Pac Rim I wouldn't have to travel. Came here, fell in love with the place. It's just the people, the atmosphere, the way they prefab everything, the easiness of it. It was really nice.
Oh, that's great. Any standout experiences that shape your time here that come to mind?
Well, in orientation, the very first thing that I heard from the previous safety director was they don't pigeonhole any of their employees. If there's something else, another department they want to work in, throw your name in the hat, take a shot, and the company loves to promote from within, and I really like that.
Yeah, Andy Pena, our previous safety director, another 30-year Pac Rim veteran who retired here, and I think exactly what he said is part of your story. You started here. What was your position?
I was a journeyman sheet metal installer.
Gotcha. Okay. And how long were you doing sheet metal?
About 6 years.
Okay. And then opportunity in the safety department, or how did that come about?
Yeah, there was an opening in the safety department, and I talked to the safety manager at the time, and she gave me some advice as far as take a couple classes and what I should do to be a better candidate. So I took the opportunity and did those. Transitioned into the safety department about 8 months after starting with the company.
Awesome. And another really cool thing is you have been the safety director working specifically with our service department. Is that right?
Yeah, I was the service department safety manager for the last 7 years. I worked on the construction side of the company for the first 4.5 as a safety coordinator manager.
That's great. I mean, that's remarkable experience. Yeah, your personality, everything about you is such a great fit for this role. We're really excited that you're in it. Let's go ahead and dive into a little bit about the company's position on safety. And first, I'm going to talk about our mission statement, because that's where it all starts. Our mission is to create a safe work environment where our employees are treated with honesty, integrity, and respect, and to convey those values to our clients through partnership and construction projects and facility services that are the highest quality, greatest value, and transcend into long-term working relationships. Utilize these concepts to be the preferred employer and contractor in Southern California. And what's profound about that is the absolute first commitment is to keeping our people safe. It's one, to our people. A lot of companies talk about clients first and doing everything for our clients. At Pac Rim, it's employees first, and it's safety first. Before everything else, we're going to create a safe work environment. And safety, can you speak about how that commitment influences our day-to-day work and long-term relationships?
I think our safety culture here is really good. Starting here as a field worker, being on the other side, of the fence, seeing the commitment to it at that point was really nice, and then moving into management and seeing the continued commitment. The way we address situations, we try to be proactive and get in front of them before they become, before we utilize lagging indicators. It's a really good program.
I agree. I'm super proud of it. There's a lot of unique things about it, and let's go ahead and dive into some of that. Some of the things that we do that we think are different, or we know are different, that are not common in the industry, are our mind meld, our executive safety walks, our Standdowns, and then tracking indicators. Toolbox talks are done by a lot of companies, but let's start by talking about our mind meld. What is the safety mind meld?
So the safety mind meld is a meeting that's organized by our general superintendent. The team consists of all the superintendents under the general superintendent and the safety manager and safety director. We go over all the incidents and events that have taken place in the past month and try to come up with solutions to mitigate those issues.
Boy, that's great. So it's our actual field leadership getting together, taking a look at what's happened, what the industry trends are, and what that group of brain power, the guys who are builders, can come up with to enhance our safety program.
Yeah, it's a good program.
That's great. And then in addition to that, we have our safety leadership team. Can you describe that group?
So the safety leadership team consists of our senior level executives and the safety director. We discuss all the incidents and issues that took place in the previous month. We also discuss any high-level risk that is coming with future jobs. We track trends that we're noticing with our leading indicators, and we try to come up with solutions to prevent those from becoming reoccurrence.
That's great. Yeah, and I think I'm fortunate to be a part of the safety leadership team as the president of the company. And it's not only myself, it's our vice president of operations, it's our CFO, it's our general superintendent, it's everybody in safety. And so we have two groups. We have the safety mind meld group, which is specifically from the craft and the superintendents, including our general superintendent. And then we have the leadership team, which is corporate, and it's also the general superintendent. And we review every incident. We review any current trends in safety, and we're constantly talking about how we can enhance our safety offerings. It includes 2 vice presidents of service. So it's every senior leader of the company that has a direct impact on safety. It's not every senior leader, but it is a group of senior leaders who are there to make a difference and continue to live our mission of creating a safe work environment for our people. And then in addition to those executive meetings, we do executive safety job walks. Could you share about those?
So the same members that are in the senior level executive committee meetings attend monthly job walks out of jobs that are run out of both our San Diego and Santa Ana office. We walk out, walk the job, meet with the employees, convey the safety message to everyone, make sure that they're aware that we live our mission statement.
Yeah, that's right. So once a month in each geography, once in San Diego, once in Greater LA, myself as the president, our vice president of operations, Colin Cook, our operations manager in either location, either Justin Trowbridge or Aaron Gilmore, our field superintendents, our general superintendent, all get together and walk a job, and we look for safety-related items. And also yourself as a safety director, the safety manager from the area, and we do, so it's twice a month we're doing it, once in Greater LA, once in Orange County, or once in Greater LA, once in San Diego. So every 2 weeks we're out on a job site talking safety, and generally we stand the entire field crew down and they hear from the president of the company that they're empowered to make safe choices, that there's nothing we won't do to create a safe work environment for them, that safety trumps productivity, that we believe a safe job starts with a clean job site. If you create a clean job site, it's going to be a safer job site. And once it's a safer job site, a clean job site is also an organized job site. And an organized job site is a productive job site. So even though it may seem very cumbersome to implement more stringent safety provisions or to take the extra time to go get a taller ladder for a particular task, we know that making those safe choices is actually more productive for the company, and we preach that message. We want those people to not just see it in an email, we want them to hear it firsthand from the company's leadership, and I believe it's made a difference. I really think that's a great program. I'm glad we're offering it, and it's a great way to get our message out there and live our values. So let's move on from that. Let's talk about our safety stand-downs. Can you describe those?
So we hold quarterly safety stand-downs across all job sites. We ask all field workers to stop work at the same time on the same day and hear the same message from senior level executives and superintendents and the foremen that are on site. Everyone kind of dispersed to all the different locations and make sure that everybody hears a unified message from the company, normally discussing trends that we've noticed in the previous months and try to prevent those from becoming a reoccurrence.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And then we also go ahead.
We also utilize safety stand-downs if we track leading indicators, and if we notice an issue that's repeated multiple times, we will have a stand down, site specific or company wide, and try to address the issue to keep it from happening.
Yeah, what are some of those leading indicators that we look at?
Some of the leading indicators we use are near miss reporting. The frequency in which we're getting near miss reporting helps us track our employee engagement. It also allows us to track trends if we're having multiple near misses across the company of the same event. We also utilize our first aid reports to try to prevent first aid incidents from reoccurring and then becoming serious or recordable issues.
Oh, that's cool. How about lagging indicators? Could we talk about our lagging indicators? What are our numbers currently?
So we track a group of lagging indicators. We do our total recordable incident rate, which is for the past year is 1.35.
It's a great number.
We also track our lost time incident rate, which is for 2024 a 0.14. Which is a great number as well.
Very good.
And then our DART rate, our days away recordable or transferred, or days away restricted or transferred, our number for 2024 is 0.54.
Also good.
Good number, yeah.
And how about our experience modifier rate, our EMR?
Our EMR is currently...
I think it's a 0.65, is that right?
Well, it's our 2025 number because our policy started in March, is a 0.65.
Those are great. Those are great numbers, and I'm super proud of our program. Obviously, it's working, and the program is not about numbers. Our safety program is about creating a safe work environment for our people. Those numbers are a reflection and something for us to measure our performance against. And they're good. We're happy, and we know we're never going to prevent every incident, but we do know that every incident is preventable. And we want to do all we can to minimize those. And while we know these numbers are good numbers, there's always opportunity to improve. So far this year, we've only had 2 recordable incidents. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's also great. Hopefully we can hold it there. And I don't know, do you have any idea how many hours we've worked so far this year?
I do not.
Okay.
No.
It's substantial. We have 1,000 employees, I think about close to 700 craft employees, and we've been holding that crew since the beginning of the year. So with only 2 recordables, our numbers are going to be continue to be good, assuming that we're able to maintain the trajectory that we're on. Can you give me an example of any real change or improvements that have come from the Safety Mind Melds?
Yeah. So over the past couple of years, we've rolled out a few programs, one of them being an on-the-spot award program to recognize our employees that go above and beyond for safety, which has had some great effects. We're not just disciplining people, we're rewarding good behavior. We've got a lot of buy-in from that.
What are some of the rewards?
So it's changed over the years. We created a special scratch off that had paid days off, tools, money, sweatshirts, hoodies, coffee cups, all those kind of things.
Tickets to sporting events, I think too.
Yeah. Padres games, basketball games, hockey games, soccer games.
Yeah, I know. San Diego Football Club is the current thing that's hot in San Diego, and we're handing those out on the spot in both construction and service for great safety performance.
Yep. It's kind of morphed into gift cards more. It's a little easier to manage and actually give the reward on the spot instead of having to figure out what they want and someone have to get it back to them. But it's a good program.
Definitely.
We've also identified some deficiencies in our systems, and we're able to fix the problems. We had an issue with site planning where we realized we had an event and we did not have everyone on the team know where the utility shutoffs were. So we updated our pre-site planning to include where all the major utility shutoffs are, and then we addressed that in one of our first initial tailgate meetings. So everyone on the site knows where the water, the gas, the electrical main shutoffs are in case there's an issue. And then in that same event, we were able to identify some deficiencies in our spill kits. We were able to update the equipment inside of the spill kits, making the process of cleaning up more efficient and in a safer manner.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah, one of the really key things that came out of the safety leadership team was moving to Class 2 hard hats. with the number of employees we have, that was not inexpensive. And it was a no-brainer for us to do because it was the right thing for our employees. And those types of things, we want to be able to make decisions quickly. So we have the right people in the room to make the decisions. We're able to hear from the people who have boots on the ground that can make real suggestions to us. And our safety leadership team makes a difference by being able to act on what is right for the company and creating a safe work environment.
One of the other things we developed out of the group was the single-handed bandsaws. We noticed a trend of cuts to the back of hands and thumbs. We switched to a cut level 4 glove and purchased a bunch of single-handed bandsaws so people are using them correctly. We also did a hand tool training so people know the proper way to start the saw and use the tools, and provided a better cut-resistant glove in the process.
Yeah, and that cut-resistant glove is now a company-wide standard. It's above what OSHA requires, and something that we recognize as something that could make a difference. We found a glove that is cut level 4 but still has enough dexterity for our tradesmen to work with, and that was another good initiative. There's lots and lots of stuff like that comes out of the group, so I'm glad we were able to come up with a couple examples. Jeff, how does PAC-RIM stay connected with safety trends and best practices through associations like the AGC or ABC, and how do these connections benefit our teams and clients?
I attend the ABC, AGC, and ASSP safety committee meetings monthly to stay up to date on trends in the industry and any upcoming OSHA regulation changes that are taking place.
That's great. And in addition to that, we try to develop a personal relationship with safety professionals at our clients. We want to have a rapport with them where they know how serious we are about safety before we even step foot on a job site, and to have a relationship with them. So when anything comes up, it's an easy phone call and it's a collaborative team approach to solve whatever problem may be on the horizon.
Yep.
Anything else about leading indicators that comes to mind?
Yeah, we've recently switched and started using Raken for site observations and inspections. It's got a great dashboard that we can mine a lot of data out of. Some of the things we track are the number of safety observations that are being conducted, the number of hazards identified per week or month, how long it takes to correct those hazards. We also, part of the observations are the safety professionals are looking at the behavior of the employees. If there's a lot of risky behavior that they're seeing on a job site, it allows us to put together a stand down or to tailor our tailgate meetings to site-specific issues that we're noticing, it's a great program.
It is a great program, and you mentioned the inspection lists. We have them certainly for the field level employee and for safety management, but we're developing a separate inspection form for senior managers and also for our safety leadership team. And then all of it rolls up to a dashboard where we can quickly see and observe what's going on all of our sites. So we're really excited about that tool. It's a great both lagging and leading indicator. Yeah.
Yep.
So as we wrap things up, how would you say our approach to safety helps position us as a trusted partner to our employees and to our clients?
Well, after working in the field here and transitioning in the safety department, I see that safety is really something that we live, that it's at the forefront of everything we do, every decision that's made. It's always to do the right thing and provide a safe work environment.
I totally agree, and I would add to that, to anybody who works for us or is a future employee, there is nothing we won't do to support you in working safely. And we want you to come here, have a great career here, and go home to your family safe every day. You shouldn't be hurt at work, and we want to do everything we can to prevent that. So, and I think specifically, the company is a very technical contractor. We do a lot of work in the healthcare space. We do process piping. We work in laboratories and clean rooms, and those can present very unsafe environments. And I'm super proud that we have the program that we do, and the safety record to back up that we are living our mission and creating this environment that is front and center here. So, Jeff, thanks a lot for being here. This was a great conversation. I'm thrilled and really excited about you being our new safety director and the trajectory of our safety department and living our mission to our people. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, John.
Yeah. And thank you to everybody who's watching. As we continue to articulate to the industry the special company that PACRIM is, we really value your time and listening.